Okay, well, here I am. Again. Anyway, I was just watching TV and I came across two TV shows that astounded me and kind of pissed me off a lot. And along with that pissed offness, it hurts. And I wish I could have understanding, which I may never have, but I need opinions, so, and I want people to understand this. The two shows I was watching was, number one, 19 and Counting, and number two, 70 and Pregnant. Yeah, okay. Let's explore number one. As good as it is to see two people in love and taking care of numerous children, I think 19 is way too many. This isn't, the good old days where whatever you did was okay. This is a time where we have a hard time even supporting our own self. And here goes a woman and a man and has 19 kids. Alright, 6, 7 is pushing the limit. 19 is way too many. And the reason why it hurts is because me and my husband have been trying, and it's not the first time that I've tried for kids, and I just can't seem to have any. I think this woman needs to close her legs and stop and around. I think she needs to quit. And this last one that she has was born premature and has problems. Maybe it's God telling her to stop. And the only reason that they can support these children is because of their TV show and the magazines and the advertisements and everything, and everyone paying to have them on their shit. Well, I'm done watching this stuff, okay? I'm done looking and seeing women having 4 and 5 kids at a time, and no one will sit and even help me have one. It's irritating. They tell me that I'm not ready and da-da-da-da-da, and Jesus, this woman had to have started when she was like 16 to have 19 kids. Not to mention her kids are starting to have kids. Alright, really? It's one thing to have nieces and nephews grow up together. It is another to have your grandchildren grow up with your children. But so be it. And this 70-year-old pregnant woman, it's annoying. Here we have medical people trying to have women past menopause have kids. They're sitting here helping them, even though they know it's a danger to them and the baby, and they won't help women like me. Women who have tried, who sit and watch all the girls they grew up with have kids, who just sit around and are trying everything they possibly can to get pregnant, and yet they won't help us. The ones who will be there for our kids and our grandkids, hopefully. Not the ones that aren't even going to make it to their kids' high school graduation. No, they want to sit here and help the women that are too old. Or they want to sit back and watch as the ones who are overly fertile or whatever pop out 19 kids. Really? Now, I can't sit here and say everyone has to stop having kids just because America can't really support itself. But it's not fair that Octomom can have 8 kids. Now, Octomom wasn't really her fault. It wasn't. But, it's not even the fact that she's Octomom. She's, got 9 kids. Why is it we help those that are so old and so much older than us to have kids rather than help those who are coming into the mother stage and those who have tried for years? Why do we turn our faces away from those who really truly do deserve children. Because, you know, I can't be the only one who has seen that some of our friends that have done nothing but drugs and sleep around with as many people as they can, who really don't care, pop out 2-3 kids in 3 years. And the ones that have dreamt about it all their entire life, you know, the ones that grew up with Barbies and babies and had baby cribs and all they ever wanted to be was moms, why is it that we can't help them? And why is it the ones that truly deserve children, truly are good enough to have kids, get their kids taken away if they do have them? And yet, we let the trashy white pieces of shit keep their children to grow up to be whatever they're gonna be. It's not fair. I don't understand it. I have seen quite a few of my friends who just absolutely do not deserve children. And it's not that they don't deserve children, it's the fact some of them still live with their parents. And not just, you know, I can't say nothing because I lived with my parents all the way up until I was about 21. But it's not that they just live with their parents, it's the fact that they live in a 3-bedroom house and their child is in the room with them and they don't expect to move. What, is your child going to be a teenager living in the same room as you? Who don't want to get a job? What are you going to do? Support your children on your Social Security check every month? No, that ain't going to happen. Or those who I have seen that have 3 kids, 5 kids, and do nothing but sit around and smoke pot, snort Adderall, and get drunk every single night, and leave their children with babysitters who they don't pay, who they basically kidnap and talk them into babysitting. Go out there and find a sap that'll do it because they care more about the children than they do getting paid, who sit there and push and pawn their children off on other people so that they can go party and have fun and do whatever they want and screw around with everyone and run away from the cops and go to a different state. Why is it that they get to keep their children and their children are growing up to be hellions? The boy beats the shit out of kids in school and the dad says nothing. As a matter of fact, he hips it on and it's like hip hip hooray. And yet he's so proud of his children, yet he doesn't want to spend any time with them. Yeah, he'll take them for about an hour a week and that's it. And then he pawns them off on everybody else and he goes and gets stoned and, you know, snorting Adderall and doing all this bullshit. And yet, you know, he gets to keep his children. And yet those who work their asses off and try to support their children and give them their children the life that they need, get their children taken away just because they can't do it. Why is that? Why is it the good parents get the kids taken away? Why is it our government and our hospitals would rather help the women that aren't even supposed to be having children anymore have children, and yet they won't help us, the younger generation, the generation that are trying to have children? Why is it I get told by 3 and 4 friends to go talk to this doctor and tell her that you've been trying for 6 to 8 months, and she'll say, no, you've been trying for a year, and get you put on infertility, and yet they go in there and she says, no, you have to keep trying for another 6 months. And then even then, we don't even know if we can do it because all your tests came back A-okay, and you're absolutely okay at being able to get pregnant, and yet I still haven't gotten pregnant. Now, see, this isn't just about me. It's about all of the women out there like me. Because I'm not the only woman sitting here going, you know, this isn't fair. Why is it I get told if I go to see this doctor that this doctor's going to help me, and yet this doctor doesn't? And yet she helped 3 other women before you who weren't even trying 4 and 5 months. And yet she tells me that I have to go and try for another 6 months. That's fine, you know, but don't play favors to people. If you're going to say that you have to try for a year, then everyone has to try for a year. if you're gonna help one woman, then why not help us all? It's not fair. And I can't be the only woman out there who has tried for years to get pregnant and no help whatsoever from anyone. Now, I don't understand why we have to be this way, but we are. And it's gotta stop. Because it's not fair to a lot of people. And as my father would say, life's not fair. No, life's not fair when it comes to... I can't think of anything right now. It's amazing. I can't. Getting a job. Life's not fair when the other person has better qualifications than you do. Life's not fair, you know. There are points where life's not fair. But this is not one of them. We can help the 70-year-olds get pregnant. Why can't we help the 20 and 30-year-olds? Why won't we? We sit here and let the white trailer trash pieces of shit keep their children. And yet the good society, the good people that deserve to keep their children, the ones that would be better parents than the white pieces of trash, get to keep their children. Why is that? So, yeah, there's my rant for the day. And I'm seeing that people are watching my videos, but, you know, no comments still. So please comment. Bye.